Hey guys, it's Adri. Welcome back to my channel. I know I look ratchet right now, but that's because today I'm going to be doing a makeup look for you guys. So if you're like me and you don't have anything better to do besides watch people do their makeup on YouTube, then keep watching. Alright guys, so clearly I'm not like a famous social media influencer. I don't have thousands of subscribers. I don't have sponsorships. I'm just like a normal person with a camera. So everything that I have on my table is like from Walmart or Walgreens or something. So if you're broke like me, then this tutorial is for you. I start by priming my face. I actually already did this, but let me just show you what I used. I just used this Revlon Photo Ready Prime Plus Mattifying Pore Reducing Primer. I don't know if that focused because I don't have a viewfinder, but I guess we'll find out at the end. And I like to use for foundation this Maybelline 24-hour foundation, and I've used a lot of drugstore foundations, and so far this one's my favorite. It is like a lot of coverage. It's like medium to full coverage, and it is like buildable. Plus it's like really matte, and it literally stays like all day. So let me just get my bangs out of the way. Bangs, fringe, whatever you call it. And I still have like a little bit of color from, you know, it's still summertime. So I'm in between shades right now. So I'm just going to mix this natural 112 natural ivory and this 130 buff beige. And I just like squirt a little bit on my hand and just a little bit of the buff beige. And I just like mix it in with my finger. And I do like pretty full coverage. And you should always blend your foundation in with your neck so you don't end up having a line. Next thing I want to do is my eyebrows. And I do usually do this before my foundation, but I just forgot because I'm a dingus. Okay. I use two different brushes. I use this one for the like little thingy, little twirly thingy. I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. And then I like to use this really skinny angled brush because the one on this one is just too big. And just comb them through. I happen to be a victim of the early 2000s paper thin eyebrow craze. So that's why my eyebrows are so crazy. When I was in like 7th grade, I just like plucked the shit out of them so much that I have like spots in my eyebrows that have just like never grown back. So I have to fill them in. Okay, so now that I've got it like outlined, I'm just gonna like fill in the gaps. Oh, and I'm using this Salon Perfect brow pomade in dark brown. I think I actually got this from Sally's. Okay, I've got the shape filled in, but I'm not quite done with it yet. Hold on, that's my cat. I honestly can't tell if that matches or not, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in. Brow matching is not easy, y'all. I am very much not a professional makeup artist. I am not happy with that. Probably gonna cut it out of the final video, but I've had to redo this eyebrow like an embarrassing amount of times. I know they still don't match, but I don't care. Okay, and I know this is weird, but I like to use this liquid eyeliner on my eyebrows, and this is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner, just in black. And I don't do it directly from the little brush. I put a little bit on my eyebrow brush, my angled eyebrow brush. And first I just kind of like tap it on, so I don't get like a huge glob in one place, and then I like kind of color it. I like do little brush strokes. My cat's crying because he's like really upset that I won't let him have the burrito that's on the kitchen counter. Stop your crying. Alright, I think that looks good enough. So the next thing I do after I color in my eyebrows is I just kind of go around them with concealer. And the concealer I use is the CoverGirl Clean and Matte Concealer. Again, like from Walmart. And I take some and I just kind of put it a little bit on my hand. And unfortunately I don't have like a flat brush, but I do have this one that's like similar. So I just kind of make it work. And then I kind of blend it down with my brush. And I just go right in the inner part. And then I take my beauty blender and I just blend it all out. Okay, I am done with my brows. Now I'm going to use my concealer to highlight the high points of my face, and also get under my eyes. So just keep going back with the same concealer. I go underneath my eyes. And over the cheekbone. And then just like a neat trick to do like on your nose is just like an exclamation point. So it's just like a point at the tip. And then you draw a line. And then I do my upper lip. Okay, so this is all the places that I place the concealer before I blend it out. I do want this to be like a a mainly hair focused YouTube channel, but you know, even somebody like me who dyes their hair like constantly, like I want to be able to put out like content for you guys, and I can't like I don't know, reasonably speaking, do my hair every single week. So hopefully you guys don't mind these beauty videos that I'm gonna do in between. Okay, I am gonna set this all with powder, but before I do that, I just use a little bit of this Neutrogena concealer in a darker shade, just to do a little bit of contouring, but I don't like to use it on my whole face because it is too dark for me, so I just use a little bit to contour my nose, and I will use a powder on the rest of my face. And something that I find useful is to kind of try to keep this V shape in mind when doing your nose contour. So kind of like from where your eyebrow starts down in a diagonal line. But not like, obviously not all the way up to your eyebrow. Okay, see how it kind of is like in a V? And then I just do a line at the top, the bottom, a little bit down. And then after I have this drawn on, I just blend it out with my beauty blender. And I really should get like a small beauty blender for this, but I don't have one, so I'm just going to use the big beauty blender. And that is basically how I contour my nose. And before I use my powder bronzer to contour the rest of my face, I am just going to set my foundation and my concealer with this Maybelline Fit Me powder foundation. And I just use a fluffy brush for this. I'm now going to use powder bronzer to contour the rest of my face. And I use two separate ones, both in the same brand though. They're the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. I go in with a lighter shade first, and then afterwards I'll go in with the darker shade to really deepen my contour. I like to use a fluffy brush at first because this is like less of a contour that I'm doing and more of a just like giving my skin a little bit of like a glow to it, and then I use the darker shade for like an actual contour. And then just around the temples. Nobody ever really sees my forehead because I always have my bangs down, but I just like to always have my contour and my skin looking like uniform. I feel more confident that way. And I'm going to use the smaller brush, the same one that I used for my nose, just to get like some little smaller areas, like this little divot right here. And then under the lips. And I am going to go ahead and just go over the contour on my nose one more time. Now I'm going to go in with my darker shade. And for this one, I'm going to use a smaller brush because I'm trying to get like a more deeper contour. And I really don't use the darker shade anywhere else other than under my cheekbones. So I don't want to look like over contoured. But anyways, after I lay that down, I just kind of buff it out. I want it to look really blended. Okay, so I'm about done with my highlight and my contour. I am going to put on some blush and highlighter at the end, but I'm going to move on to my eyes first. And I'm going to use this palette. I haven't used it. I've only used it one time, and it was for a music festival because it is a festival palette. It is the Profusion Cosmetics Festival 35 shade palette, and this is from Walmart also. Like, it's not anything fancy, it's just colorful. But like I said, I haven't used it except for the one time, and I usually just like to use like neutral colors on my makeup, but try to do something a little bit more fun. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to do like maybe a look to match my hair. So I have this like coral shade right here that I think would match my hair, but let's find out. These shades honestly aren't super pigmented, so I have no idea if it's gonna work out. I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer to prime my eyelids first. I'm gonna blend that out with a beauty blender. And before it completely sets, I'm going to just go right in with this coral shade. Kind of just pat it all over. And I'm just gonna use this like fluffy brush to blend it out a little bit. Okay, I kind of want to add, like, since this is more orange, well, it looks more orange to me. I'm not sure how it looks on camera, but this is like a more orange shade, and I want like some pink also. So I'm going to take this like pink shade right here, and I'm going to mix it in with this darker pink, and I'm going to, like, guess make like a wing thing. I don't know. And I'm going to use this angled eyeshadow brush for that. And this angled brush is really good to like blend in the crease, because you can just like go right in there, and it gets like in the crease, and it also gets like, it blends up. I have no idea if that looks the same way on camera that it looks in my mirror, but I think it looks okay. It's definitely not what I'm used to. Okay, I'm gonna try and just use this brush to kind of just blend this all out. And I'm going in with some more of the orange just like on my finger, just to make it a little bit more opaque. I don't usually match my makeup with my hair because I just have so many different hair colors that would be exhausting to me, but I actually got this idea from another YouTuber. I'm sure you've heard of her. Her name is Stella. I'm actually not sure how to pronounce the last name. It's Chini, something like that. But she always matches her hair color and her eyeshadow, and it looks really pretty, so I thought I would give it a try. Okay, I'm gonna do something risky and go in with my inner corner, like with like a yellow shade. I think this looks pretty cool, but I personally don't like matte eyeshadow, so I have to add like a little bit of glitter. So I'm going to use this Love You So Mochi NYX palette that I think I got from Walgreens. And it has this like sheer coral color that I'm going to put on top of this. I think the little bit of like shine on the eyelid just makes it look so much prettier. And just for a teeny bit more shine, I am also going to use some of this like gold color. I love this color, it's like so pretty. And I just do that like on the very high point of my lids. And one more time, I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and blend everything together. And for my lower lash line, I think I will just go in, I think I'm gonna go in with the yellow, because I'm feeling extra bold. But I'm going to mix together like the coral and the yellow color. And to make my eyes pop a little bit more, I'm going to take this Wet n Wild highlighter and just put a little bit in my inner corners. Okay, I have no idea if this even looks good because like I feel like the yellow in the inner corner kind of looks like, I don't know, like mustard or something, but I'm just gonna go with it. And I'm going to put also highlighter on my brow bone. Okay, so I really want to show you guys like how I do my eyeliner, but that would be really risky because I really don't want to mess up this eyeshadow. Like I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos, but if you have and like you think I'm like good at eyeliner, like that took me like over an hour to get it like that, and I had to redo it like 10 times. So like I don't want to like mess up all my hard work, so I'm not going to do eyeliner this time. I'm just going to do like lashes, and then like next time I'll do an eyeliner look. But I'm going to put on some mascara real quick before I do my lashes. Before I put on my lashes, I'm going to go ahead and finish up with my highlighter and blush. And I like to put on the highlighter before the blush because I just think it looks nicer that way. So I'm going to use two separate ones. Again, I'm using the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Precious Petals and Blossom Glow, and I'm just going to mix them together. Because like one of them's too pink and one of them's like too gold, so like mixed together, I think they're like the perfect shade. Just a little bit on the nose, not a lot. And on the little upper lip. And for my blush, I'm using this Milani blush from Walmart. Okay, I'm gonna put on my lashes now. I honestly don't know where I got these lashes from. I think it was like a store in the mall, but they look pretty much just like drugstore lashes, to be honest. But I like them. And I just place them on with my fingers. I don't have like a tool for it or anything. And because my eye look is so colorful, I'm going to try to go for like a neutral lip. So I'm using this L'Oreal Color Riche lip liner in, I don't know, I can't tell what shade. It's a dark nude. And then I'm using this Maybelline New York matte lipstick in Clay Crush. This is honestly like my go-to lipstick. I think it's like a really good shade for me. Blah! Watch me do more makeup videos in the future. Honey, no, honey. Honey, stop. No, baby. I'm sorry. No, baby. Okay, guys, this is the final look. Please let me know what you guys think of it in the comments section, and if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my hair and makeup videos, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!